entertainment. I'm,
Yeah.
you know, as a performance marketer, I think like we have such a limited amount of like great content. We have cheap content and like infinite amounts of cheap content on TikTok and Reels and everything. But in terms of like true thoughtful entertainment, I think that, you know, you've got Netflix, you've got these platforms, Amazon, you've got Hulu, you've got these platforms, but the amount that's coming out versus like, I don't know. I feel like when I was a kid, there was a new movie every week or two that you wanted to go see, and now it's few and far between. There's still movies releasing, but a lot of them suck. And you go into Netflix and it's a lot of cheap entertainment. And it's like there's an opportunity to own your space from an entertainment point of view
Yes.
because distribution's been proliferated. That if you can capture that audience, like, you know, I've got CNBC on in the background. Someone is going to come along and build a much better financial news outlet than CNBC, and it's going to be attached to a fintech company. Like that's where I think marketing is going, and I think it can be at all scales. It's not just, you know, Robinhood launching CNBC as an example. It could also be the next, you know, running shoe company just running, you know, giving running tips and cool running content, but be there for their specific audience. They become a go-to for those rabid fans of running. Like it's I'm all about engaging above and beyond a purchase decision when you're building a company. And I think if you do that, it's hard because the performance metrics aren't there, but I think it'll pay off. And I think that's why it'll pay off even more, is because so many people will be kind of stuck with their head up their ass about like, well, I can't track it on a spreadsheet, so they won't do it.
Yeah. I mean, Google at the beginning of this year pivoted hard to YouTube, and I've seen starting a lot of shows and people kind of set up their formats of building content around that, as well as certainly advertising. And to your point, I mean, that's where, you know, like Vimo 3 or whatever you want to call it from Google and some of these other tools on the
AI side, it's interesting.
Yeah, the AI side.
You got to be careful with that stuff. Like the AI content, it looks like AI, so it immediately kind of hurts your trust factor and your authenticity. So unless it fits and it's something that like fits your brand, yeah, I think a lot of people are going to hurt themselves with that too, because authenticity is a big part of why you want to create content, is build that trust.
Yeah, I guess I've been following some of the like Bigfoot and like Starship Trooper chronicles and stuff, and I think that they're building such demand that they can use product placement and promote things, and you know, and so I think there's going to be a proliferation of that for sure. I do agree with you. And then like Gary Vee is talking about like live streaming, like selling is happening around the world. What are your thoughts around all that?
The world? It hasn't caught on in the US. I think people are so used to on demand here. It's like, you want me to be on your time to buy something? We've looked at many, because again, the venture side, like we have to look at all these trends, part of investing thesis too, and a marketing thesis. Like, is live shopping going to help our clients? You know, TikTok's shoving it down people's throats, but it's not been incredibly effective in the US. TikTok Shop is, but the live shopping aspect of it, people are fine to watch it later. They don't care that they're tapping in. You know, you can do drops and things like that, but those are limited. And so I don't know that live shopping in the US, maybe it will catch on at some point, but it's huge in Asia, but it just hasn't fit the culture here. And maybe that'll change, but kind of to your point about like, where is the demand? The demand from the consumer side is not, we need more live shopping.
Yeah. So just to keep this theme of AI, let's move into like how you see AI enhancing, because paid ads. I feel like paid ads, just there's been a shift in how they want you to give the input. You know, we've been having some issues with brands where, you know, it's manipulating the imagery, or even like the sizing on Facebook wasn't like